For all of y'all,
If you follow my YouTube channel, I'm sure you saw me make several videos warning Brian Norman Sr. and his son, and other brothers and sisters was warning him as well, about those Johnny come lately new Brian Norman Jr. found fans. But guess what? Brian Norman Sr., he laugh after us. Because guess what? He caught up in his own little hype. It's the first he's getting so much attention on this social media shit, guys. And guys, let me say this first. Brian Norman Sr., he watched my video because him and I was going back and forth on one of my video that I make about his son. So he watched my video. And I also warned Brian Norman Sr. about male shitty boxing. I said, Mr. Senior, get the F off male shitty boxing channel and go inside and go in the training camp with your son and work on stuff, because don't take Devin Haney lightly. I tell Brian Norman Sr. those things in the comment section under my video. The man laugh after me. The man said there's nothing Devin Haney can bring. That's his son cannot deal with that angle. Something to that sort. And I said, okay, Mr. Brian Norman Sr., I can bet you $1,000. So your son gonna look like a fool when he step inside that ring with Devin Haney, because he never fight no one like Devin Haney before with Devin Haney style. And guys, back to this mill shitty boxing. When I told Mr. Norman Sr. to get the F out of mill shitty boxing, it's not like said I am fighting against mill shitty boxing, but guys, but I'm saying to Mr. Norman Sr. at the time, you spend too much time on the internet yapping, running off your mouth. And I never saw you in training camp with your son before. The only time you be in training camp with your son is when like the zone or the ring TV, around with a camera. You just go for, what they call it now, a camera shots or a photo ops, whatever they want to call it. They man laugh after me, guys. They man laugh at me. You know that, guys. You know that. Leading up to that fight, every single day, Mr. Brian Norman Sr. and Mill Shitty Boxing, tell me I'm lying, every day him and Mill Shitty Boxing run off his mouth, giving away all his game plan. Guys, remember, Brian, when this fight just announced, Brian Norman Sr. was on a lot of YouTube channel. Boxing Vice, I saw him on Boxing Vice, I saw him on 78 Sports TV, I saw him on Champ Side, I saw him on BFTV, I saw him upping on Jew Titan. You know those solid brothers. And guess what? You see, as soon as those brothers telling the truth, he's all up in his feelings, because he's a very sensitive man, Brian Norman Sr. He don't like to hear the truth. But guess what? That's why he found himself over by Mill Shitty Boxing. Because Mill Shitty, he good at feeding these fool ego, because Mr. Brian Norman Sr. he have a lot of ego. And Mill Shitty Boxing, he know how to feed their ego. And I tried to tell Mr. Norman Sr., my brother, I saw this movie before. You never viral like Regis Porger's coach. And he was on Mill Shitty Boxing every day. And guess what? The only time Mill Shitty will invite him back on his show is if he want to ask him about Devin Haney and his next opponent. And you're gonna be the same thing, Mr. Brian Norman Sr. You know that from Brian Norman Sr. and his son get them ass whooped, Mill Shitty don't invite him back on his channel. And you might say, no, he just staying off of the internet. No. Mill Shitty not gonna send the links to him anymore, because Mill Shitty don't need him anymore. I know that, guys. I saw the movie before. I can guarantee you, as soon as Devin Haney announces his next fight, you're gonna see Brian Norman Sr. and Mill Shitty Boxing giving fight breakdown. Guys, believe in me. I saw this movie before, as I said before. Guys, you know what used to puzzle me and have me said, wow, this man, Brian Norman Sr., he really believe in his own hype. Guys, I know that it's not everyone can deal with success. You understand what I'm saying? When I said success, it was success to Brian Norman Sr. Because the attention that he was getting on social media, he never get those attention before. So it's a success to him. And guess what, guys? He sell his son the same false dream. Yes, guys. And his son believe in it as well. That is the scary part. His son was doing an interview on, I think, a cigar talk. And the boy wear the war hat, guys. And the boy call himself the assassin. And guys, if you follow the sport of boxing the way how I do, you know that any boxer, and you can check the file, any boxer that wear that war hat outside of Marvin Hagler, they always get their ass whooped, guys. And it's the same damn thing happened to Brian Norman Jr. Guys, I'm telling you, when I used to listen to Brian Norman Sr. running off his mouth and military boxing, giving away all the game plan, talking about Devin Haney, former opponent, they hand it short, and Brian Norman Jr. have a taller reach and all kind of nonsense. I was saying to myself, but this man is a former boxer, although he was a failure in his boxing career. You understand me, I said? But he was a former boxer. And bro, you should know that all of those former champion that Devin Haney stepped inside that ring with, even if they washed up and they old and whatever you want to say, what you used to say back then, Devin Haney gain some experience from sharing the ring with them. Devin Haney sees something by sharing the ring with them, something that your son don't see as yet. So guess what? Anything your son come with on that night, fight night, Devin Haney already saw that before. That's why your son, as a power puncher, he couldn't even close the gap on Devin Haney. The boy couldn't even fight in the clinch because guess what? He don't have those experience. And you learn the hard way. You know, this fight could probably be more competitive if Brian Norman Sr. did get the hell off the internet and be in training camp with his son and do less talking. Yes, guys, I was watching the man, as I said before, listen to the man giving away all the damn game plan, and it used to blow my effing mind. But guys, let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. And remember, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.